This the link up. This the link up. This the link up. Welcome to the link up. This the link up. This the link up. This the link up. Welcome to the link up. Oh. Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Link Up Podcast with your host, Mr. King Woods. No Kana, no Kalissa, and we got Rashid here. And also we got DJ Bean in the building.
Whoop whoop. What's good?
Welcome, everybody.
Hi.
How's life?
I vex.
About one hour.
Well, I was just
Where
about
does
to...
Vex state come from? Like, you're just cool.
But I was just about to sneeze, and it just went away, dog. You know how sad that is?
You can't let the sneeze just upset you like that, though.
You know how good it feels to sneeze, dog? Like, if they just let it out, it's like, yeah, I got it.
I would expect.
All right, my boy.
Yeah, I was expecting a different response in the sense that the sneeze didn't come out, so that's a good thing. Like,
no, but you feel like a relief when you sneeze, don't you? Don't you feel so?
Feel like you can die as well in the sense that it's just a period where you can't control your body when you sneeze. Like, you look ugly when you sneeze. I guarantee you.
I mean,
I don't know what you look like when you sneeze, but I'm sure you look ugly when you sneeze.
I mean, yeah, for sure, but
nobody looks cool sneezing.
I know, but it's that sad. It's like that satisfaction. Like, you expect it coming. It's like, oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, let's get ready for this. Okay, and then it just.
Well, let me ask you this then: if you don't sneeze, that has upset you. But now, if you have to sneeze and somebody say "bless you" before you sneeze, which is worse?
I mean, I like getting blessings. So.
but how they blessing the man before he sneezes? Like the future, they could the psychics. They could.
I don't know.
Some people sneeze take a while to wind up now.
Yeah,
you see it on the face.
You see, like
as soon you get blessed, it'll just go away. Like you don't gotta sneeze again.
But you can't let that upset you, man. You gotta control what upset you. You have to be upset all the time.
Wise words.
Well, gotta check my psyche for that one in a later episode. Find out next time how I'm feeling
on the next episode.
Alright, so we here with Bean. Bean came through because he had certain things he wanted to discuss with us, and I don't know if necessarily particularly with us, but he wanted to discuss with the peoples that, you know, our listener base and different things. So, Bean, tell us, why are you here today?
I am here today to promote a Rotterdam Zomer Carnival, which is happening the last week of July. And, you know, basically we just bring in the Caribbean vibes to Holland because we miss home. We just miss Carnival because it's expensive, no Ross, to go back home.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you want to party like the Caribbean way, sign up with SIU. Trust me, you ain't going to regret it.
And SIU, for those who may not know, is Small Island Unity.
Small Island Unity.
Okay, so what exactly is this? Just the troupe that are going to be jamming in the parade?
Yeah. So basically, Rotterdam Carinval is a 3-day event that have different stuff going on. They got a battle of the bands. They have the parade and just normal parties at night. But I here more in particular to promote the parade itself because we are on the road this year, Small Island Unity. We have the costumes. You could go on the website www.smallislandunity.com and you'll find all the information there. Costumes wise, prices, everything. Well, just register.
But like for those listening that might not feel like going there yet, what a price range?
Depends on the costume.
That's why I asked what the price range. Like start from where to like what's the most expensive, the cheapest?
The most expensive, which is the full costume front line, is I believe €320.
I mean that seems reasonable compared to some of the prices I saw going on in Simatin for 58 or 49.
Some people like on Aruba itself got a loan by the bank.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Just to take out for
costume, dog. And then they don't eat for like months.
Craziness.
So you know the price ain't too bad. Then we also have the cheaper costumes which cost like 150 to let's say 200. The guys' costumes cost about 80 to 120. And if you have your own costume, you can sign up by us for about €80 as well. So you don't necessarily have to get a costume from us.
How would that work though? Like, wouldn't that be a little kind of, at least I'm just thinking for like the visuals in a parade is like, okay, we all organize, we all look the same, I guess similar color schemes and things like that the costumes have. And then there's these people in a Winnie the Pooh costume or something. Like,
No. How that process works is when you sign up for the own costume, we're gonna ask for a design of it. So if you draw it out or if you made it, just send us some pictures, and then we'll see if it matches with what we have. And if it matches, then by all
Then
means
it's
you can join
approved.
us.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you guys have like a specific like color?
Yes.
That you.
This year we're going with pink.
Oh, okay.
I'm not wearing pink. On the road is pink.
You don't like pink, Bean?
Me, yeah, man.
Why you not wearing pink then?
Because the DJs on the truck wear something else.
Oh, okay. So you want to feel special. Okay. That's
Hell
what it's
yeah.
about. True.
No, but it's more around the pink line, and the theme is the colors of the wind. So you're going to see some weird names if you go to the website.
Did I know Pocahontas song?
Yeah.
The colors
I'm
of the
not
wind.
mistaken.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the wolf
I
cry?
did not think on that
With the
one.
blue.
It's a great
I
song.
never
actually.
thought I would see King sing on the podcast. No.
That's how
Well,
good the song is.
I mean,
First of all,
one
singing
of those
is
things
one
that-
thing. Singing Pocahontas.
yeah.
it's
That-
one of
that's
those
another.
things that ingrained in the brain from childhood, man. Everybody's
Yeah.
seen Pocahontas if you like.
I don't know
Yeah.
Pocahontas songs.
But I mean,
Wow. But you've seen the movie.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
enough
Yeah.
times.
That's what.
as I've mentioned many times, Lion King is the goat. Anything else is
Facts.
just.
We need to go there. I don't feel like debating Disney movies right now. we need to go to that conversation.
Lion King going to win regardless, so we ain't got that shit.
I ain't gonna say nothing about that. So Rotterdam Carnival. It's 3 days. It's the parade, battle of the bands, parties.
Enough parties.
Any of them you DJing anything?
I can't mention about the after party yet. Some stuff still have to get regulated for that. But for on the road, what I could mention so far, we have DJs coming from the UK. Myself, DJ Spy. Supposedly DJs from St. Martin. Or a DJ from St. Martin. For artists, we have Terra Dan from the UK. Ebony Impress from St. Martin. And hopefully, if all goes well, extra people from St. Martin. Extra artists from St. Martin.
I know I was at the loop and I have no idea who Ebony Empress is. Like you mentioned, this is another artist. I feel like this is the first time I've heard this person.
Name sound familiar to me.
Like did this well-known soca? I assume all these artists are soca artists.
Yep. Indeed, they are.
How long has this person been on the scene, and how out of the loop am I?
Ebony Empress been on the scene for a while, actually.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not
that's
mistaken.
how
So you out of the loop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you way out of the loop.
Just checking.
Because
Gotta make
Soca
sure.
Rumble been going on for 5 years now in St. Martin.
And she been in it, right?
And she been it for 4 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, yeah. She deep in it.
She deep.
Then maybe she just wasn't. I just didn't know her, and I never resonated with one of her songs. Like
No.
that's what. Maybe that's why I don't remember it. But that ain't important.
But the thing is, we also wanted a female artist on the truck this year. And also for the Station Massive, we have a Rebels Band coming, or showtimes from Rebel Band. So, we try to diversify to all the islands and not only focus on St. Martin. We're trying to get artists from other islands as well to make everybody feel more welcome to SIU.
But like, who organizes the Rotterdam Carinval?
What is
Like,
the
I
name of
assume
that company?
SIU is one of the people involved, or
One of the groups.
No.
certain
involved.
people from them. But I mean, in the organization of the whole, the thing as a whole. Cause like you saying all this, trying to get artists and different
Yeah.
things, and I'm like, is it your responsibility to be doing all that? Like,
I would assume for each, because you have to,
I ain't never went to Rotterdam
Subscribe.
Carnival, so
You should.
I think you have to
I heard opposite,
register to be part of the parade, right? And they're just part of the parade, but they're not they're just helping with their part, so their section of the parade.
but- Okay.
So basically, it's like they have the head organization that organizes the whole thing. They get a permits for all the tents and whatnot to be over there. To have the road blocked, so we don't have no type of issues. And all we have to do is pay up what we need to pay up to be on the road, and then the rest is just for us. What we have to do, and like get the truck ready, get the music, get the sound, make sure we prepared, get the people to sign up, look for sponsors, yada yada yada.
You could legit register and just have one person walk in, and that be in the.
And that could be on the parade. Once you pay your cash to the people who organize it, they don't care what you do once they
Long
get
as
their
it's legal. Don't be shooting people.
money. Jesus Christ, Woods.
I'm just thinking, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's a good system in my mind. Like, it could be good if you have people who really take it serious and, they're professional about it. That there's some kind of I'm just thinking like, what's the quality control in a way for it to avoid like something like what you just
I mean,
said.
I assume there's some type of scanning, some type of legitimacy check. Like,
Yeah.
if it's just one person and there's no background and then doing anything, I don't think they're gonna get it that fast. Like they would have to check up with the man, with the person or something, and assume like they're going deep in it. They have a website. They have their costumes and everything on the website, so it's easier for you to register than. Me and King just say we want to, we want to register.
Let the link up
And
through.
there's no like background information of us doing anything associated with Carnival other than us coming from an island.
Yeah, as much as I could say is for first timers, it's a lot more annoying and a lot harder to get on the road. But since SIU been on the roads for the past couple of years, it's a lot easier for us.
Cause that was gonna be my next question. Like, how long y'all been in part of Rotterdam Carinval? SIU been part of Rotterdam Carinval?
Okay, SIU started before I came to Holland, and I come Holland 2013. So I would assume it's for the past 7 years. Let's say they start 2012. What? Yeah.
So since you've been involved with SIU, it's been in a part of Rotterdam Carinval.
Since I've been in Holland, the following year, because I took a year off of DJing just to get acquainted with Holland. You know how it is when you come to a new place, especially as big, especially coming from the islands. And then after that, I just got acquainted with DJ Spy. From there, it just took off. Like, it was just great because I get to play the music I like. And I like to support my island people them. So wherever I get to play, I play my island people them. Spy just give me the platform, the opportunity.
Shout out to Spy.
Shout out to Spy.
Last time you was here telling us a little bit about some of that, your involvement in the SIU and how taking you places to DJ and thing, getting you outside of just the Netherlands. I think it was Switzerland or some of them.
Switzerland. Switzerland. I love that country. I can't wait to go back, to be honest. Yeah, but right now we're working on a lot more things, and hopefully if all goes well, you might see me back one last time to promote Notting Hill Carnival. Because we might have packages for you guys who listen to this to come Notting Hill Carnival with us.
Interesting.
So you giving them the link up promo code. If you
One
find
time.
out through the link up and thing, you get a discount price. Alright.
www.nottinghill/the link up for your
That's not like a plan, man.
50%
I can talk to Spy about that. Spy needs
discount.
that.
Yeah, but that just means we gotta have like a lot of viewers and stuff though.
We'll make
I
it work.
mean, it could happen. I mean, that would just make it so that there's less people who know about this, so that most people, y'all will still get the full price money, basically.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, there's only those specific people who interested in Carnival and also interested in the link up and stuff that would even know of that deal type of thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's how it works. So
That's exactly what it is.
it's a special deal for special people.
Yeah.
You. Yes, you.
Full disclosure, the reason why we're laughing for the people listening on Spotify or other streaming platforms and not on YouTube.
Yeah, how does I always forget the people that like just listening?
Yeah. Because I was one of them if I'm doing something on the road. Woods just point to the camera for no reason.
Yeah, you're trying to be special. You're trying to be special.
I mean, we're trying. I'm always special. That's what my mama told me.
And that's what it
Special
should be.
boy.
Right? And that's what it should be.
But yo, this sounds dope though. Honestly, I haven't been to Carnival in Rotterdam yet because I don't leave Amsterdam that often. But if the weather nice,
You should.
because I don't like the sun that much.
Like, to be honest, the thing I love the most about Rotterdam Carnival are the food tents.
But it's going to be rough for me. You know.
Well, yeah, you don't
All the
chicken, so
barbecue
like,
and thing.
because they have Jamaican barbecue jerk chicken. They have some legit Johnny cakes.
Like Woods, I just thinking of like, what would you do in Simon Carnival Village?
They
Like,
have vegan booths.
All the pictures and stuff that I see from some of the food from
I saw
Carnival
vegan
is
things.
like, yeah, there might be like 3, but like,
You really be missing out.
you see, and that was just a guess off the top. I had no idea.
I
how
saw
many people
vegan
like
Johnny
that.
cakes. I was like, yo, are good.
The pumpkin Johnny cakes.
Wait,
Yeah.
so Johnny Cakes ain't vegan?
No,
Milk eggs?
sometimes some
eggs?
depends. Yeah,
Yeah,
depends
eggs.
on how the recipe is made because you have like different variants of.
I mean, if you throw almond milk in there, do you need the egg? I don't make Johnny Cake. I don't know how
No, no,
essential
no.
the egg is to Johnny
Je ne
Cake.
sais pas. I do not know.
What's really important with Johnny cake is butter and milk and the salt actually. Super important. But there's substitute for butter and there's substitute for milk.
Yeah,
Just It's just you need to then change the amount of what you're
Ratios,
putting
yeah.
in because it's different.
Yeah, the wifey could make Johnny cakes. I just never really paid attention because I
don't
always
think
felt
eggs
Johnny
are
cakes
added.
is too much work. I don't know. I couldn't
Nah,
tell you.
Johnny cakes, like the making the batter, you just have to make sure like the wet ingredients and the amount of salt you're putting in is good, because when you start putting the dry ingredients in the mixture, then you're already committed to. You can't. I mean, you can
So you just
try.
make Johnny cakes with?
Yeah, my grandfather used to be a baker, as well as a
Interesting.
pastor, and he used to make a bunch of things.
You sound well familiar with the process. Like you
I
do this
mean-
on a regular, like on a Saturday morning.
So,
thing.
so when you gonna make Johnny cakes for like the whole cast here?
You know the thing is, like, it's not hard to make, but just the cleaning up that needs to happen afterwards.
all the flour and
All
shit.
that dough.
Yeah, I don't like that. And my kitchen quite small, so it's going like the powder is going to go everywhere, and I'm a neat freak. So it's like, if we do this, we have to do it somewhere outside with a portable deep fryer, you know.
So, but you just bring all the ingredients and you make it here. I mean,
But
it's
I mean-
not outside, but
Yo, we could
I don't know. I don't know.
we could record a special episode, and it's called Cooking with
watch
Woods,
Woods in the kitchen.
the link up special.
it could be interesting. It could be interesting.
Vegan,
It's
we
more
gonna call
than
it
just a
vegan
vegan.
cakes. With vegan cheese and
But before we
vegan
get
meat.
completely into this, are we missing anything from the Rotterdam Carnival? 'Cause I don't even know how we got on Johnny cakes.
Why?
talking about the carnival.
Semantic Carnival. Talking about Semantic Carnival.
Where you can eat. Okay, true,
Yeah,
true.
because you can eat a lot of things over there for Rotterdam Carnival. But so far, I think I said everything I need to say. Let me see.
Question though, how would you feel about people who say Rotterdam Carnival ain't shit? Because like, just to be completely honest, I have heard people say that Rotterdam Carnival ain't, like, it's not real carnival, kind of. It's like, compared to what Caribbean
It's
people
not.
might be used to in terms of carnival, it's
Yeah.
just not that. Like,
It's not, and people have to remember, we're not in the Caribbean no more.
so this like the equivalent to going Scheveningen and them calling that a beach, and we just supposed
Yeah.
to accept that that's
Yeah.
a beach, and we just supposed to accept that, okay, whatever this is carnival.
That's
the
exactly
Holland
what it is.
version of
Because, like I say, we're not in the Caribbean, and
So what's different about it that, like, because like I say, I never went,
Yeah.
so I don't know why exactly it would be all that different from Carnival in the Caribbean or Carnival on St. Martin compared to this.
the one thing that I talk to a lot of people about, whereas they say they don't like Rotterdam Carnival, is the music. Because you could say there are about 30 to 40 trucks on the road,
Wow. Okay.
and they all have big
How
groups.
long is this route though? Like, where is it going from?
It's a pretty good distance, man. Before I get into that,
Okay,
it's 30 to 40 groups. And like I said, we're not in the Caribbean, so you're not going to hear soca at every single truck. So you're going to hear Moombatan by this one, dancehall by this one. You're going to have the drum band. You're going to have dembow playing by this one. This one could have bachata playing. The other one could have merengue playing. It's a lot of different music genres. Whereas we grow up, it's just soca.
Yeah.
Soca, 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 soca,
And
soca.
it kind of makes sense because like there's so many people living here.
Exactly, and there's a lot of different cultures. Like when the Curacilians, because they have a lot of Curacilians groups, they just play a lot of Curacao music.
Road fire.
Not only
Yeah.
Curacao soca, but all types of Curacao music.
What kind of sound effect was it that Woods? Sound
I-
like you're
yeah,
not a
I-
fan of the road. Sound like you're not a fan of the road fire.
It's a road fire indeed. I don't know, like it's just
This white special.
What does that mean?
like it burns up the place. Like, you know the thing. like it sounds. It doesn't sound bad, honestly. It's not my thing. So it's just like, I remember one time we went to Carnival Curacao and it's fun. Like the vibe is fun. It's just like, if you love soca, you ain't gonna love that. Sorry. Like it would be a weird vibe. I can compare it more to like I think people from Brazil would love it way more
They have Brazilian groups
But-
as well.
because it's more flamboyant in that sense.
But I think it was you who was saying that road fire is like more comparable to Simhan type of soca. I think it was you.
It's no in terms of the
like it's
BPM.
more up tempo.
Yeah,
it's
in
more.
terms of the BPM, yes, it's faster. But I wouldn't like. That's like
so
that's
Simhan
like
people
saying
wouldn't fuck with it neither.
that's like saying Afro House and techno are the same, you know. Yeah.
No,
You
I'm
see,
not
and you
getting into
talking
that
to the
discussion.
wrong person. Talking to the wrong person.
I'm not getting into that discussion. You see?
I don't know Afro host. I don't listen to techno. I can't provide no kind of
But
input on that.
But I mean, it's similar in terms of pace, but in terms of the sound,
Instrumentation.
yes,
Yeah.
it's still different.
It's very different. And
But it ain't bad. No, it's just not for me.
That's what a lot of people take away from Rotterdam Carnival. They just try to make it seem like everybody got play soca, where it has like, I believe, 4 real soca groups. And from the 4, we are the only one, or I would like to say, we are the only one who does play more all island music and not only Trinidad, Barbados, and whatnot. I could be wrong. I'll say it from now. I could be wrong, but from what I know and what I remember for the past couple of years, we were the only ones playing music from, let's say, St. Martin, Anguilla, St. Eustatius, St. Croix, and them other places.
And I know like the Arubian bands just play Arubian music.
But
They
aside
just play
from,
Arubian music.
aside from the music, though, was there any other criticisms that you recall as to why people might feel like, yo, this just not really, or any other observations in your opinion as like, okay, this is just a clear difference between what this is versus Caribbean Carnival?
The only clear difference is the music, because the other thing is the route, and the route is about the same length of St. Martin Juve.
Okay.
But this is like a slow pace St. Martin Juve, not the speed racing thing they're doing now.
More comparable to Aruban Speed, which I don't.
But other than that, they don't really have a big difference other than the music when it comes to Caribbean criticism.
So the costumes from all the other bands and things just be on point?
On point. They don't go as flashy as, you know, how we do in the Caribbean with a bunch of body showing. But they just look really good, decent, everything. So costumes wise, I would say almost up to par with the Caribbean. The dancing, okay, that does get a little vulgar sometimes. And the white people don't really understand. Okay, sorry, I did not say it like that. The natives don't really understand our form of dancing, you know, when you're choking and whatnot. So they just watch it and be like, nah.
Like they're practically having sex.
Basically. And then they just have the drunk ones on the side of the road. They just try to join in and it don't look too well. Let's just put it like that.
They ain't got a red rhythm?
Nah. Nope.
Their motion is not with the ocean. That's what you're trying to say?
Indeed.
I don't know if
when
I was
it
trying
comes
to
to
say
our
that.
music.
I'm saying they ain't got the rhythm. That, like I said, what I was trying to say. I don't know about the motion and the ocean and all that. Can't be that some like bedroom language and thing. I don't know if that
Very much so.
relates to Carnival, but
Sometimes you just go along with what we would say because
pretty much that's how it goes.
yeah.
I mean, if we've been doing it for how many episodes, let's not break that rule now.
I'm surprised. Like, we spend longer time talking about Rotterdam Carinval than I expected. I mean, if it filled up a decent amount of time, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
That's good, man. Make sure the content lasts.
Don't forget, go to Notting Hill / the link up for your 15% discount. Maybe.
Notting Hill or Rotterdam?
No,
Oh, yeah, we doing it for
nothing.
nothing. Okay. That's next year, I don't know.
That's next time. Probably end of next month.
That's this year.
I
Yes.
don't know when these
In
things
August, I believe.
Yeah, Notting Hill Carnival is at the end of August. Rotterdam Carnival is at the end of July.
True.
And we're working on Rotterdam own now, so Notting Hill will have to come after.
You went Notting Hill before?
Nope.
This is the first time seeing what everything's like.
Yep. But from what I heard and what I've seen, Notting Hill Carnival is the closest carnival you'll get to a Caribbean carnival.
Dog, Notting Hill Carnival looks like Carnival on steroids, dog.
Yeah, but to be fair, London full of Caribbean people.
I know.
So
That shit looks scary, dog. Look,
Like, this is a kind of slightly random question, but we're on the topic of Carnival and all of that. And I don't know if you had seen our episode where we had Rama on.
indeed I did.
I'm curious to know, like, how do you feel about some of the things that he was suggesting, like, in regards to shortening Carnival, for example?
You know, at first when I was listening to it, I was thinking to myself, and it actually make a lot of sense, because everywhere else in the world, Carnival is about 3 to 4 days.
And I've heard since that episode that information is severely wrong, and basically
Aruba's
people
like a month.
Exactly. Many people breaking it down to me how other places in the Caribbean, like, I don't know, people telling me like they don't know where Rama get his information from, because in many places Carnival is not what he was saying it is. At least
But
time wise.
Let me not speak for the world, at least. Let me say for what I know, because look, at Rotterdam Carnival, for example, is 3 days. Notting Hill Carnival is 3 days. Japan Carnival is 4 days. Statia Carnival, or Sable Carnival, I believe, is a week or a week and a half.
My only thing is, why would we look at all the places where Carnival is not the shit? Like, basically, that's not their culture. This is the watered down version of Carnival they get in, and of course, it's to me, it's logical that it will be short. I don't expect Japan to do 2-3 weeks of Carnival. Like, well, what connection do they have with Carnival other than maybe liking soca music, and we see what the parade and Carnival type of thing is, so we bring something for some version like that. And I feel like that's the same with all of these European or non-melanated people countries. Like, I don't expect none of these people to be doing authentic Carnival. Like, to me, my question would be like, okay, so what Trinidad doing? Because there's like one of the mainstays. There's like the where the shit start, or where's most known for it and things like that.
The one thing Rama mentioned that I do agree on, you could take with some of the shows in St. Martin. You know, because the more shows you put on, it's going to not only lengthen it out, but you could make one good jam-packed show instead of a lot of shows that could maybe have a lot of people. Because depending on the lineup, you could either have a full village, a half-empty village, or an empty village. And if you make, let's say, okay, I can just take random shows from this year. The popcorn show and the Marshall show, you put it in one. You can have a lot more people for those two shows instead of having a full Marshall show and then a somewhat half-empty popcorn show.
But I feel like you could argue that the benefit goes to the booth holders and things for having Carnival long. Just the general vibe of being able to go to the Carnival village and chill out in the village, and just because that only exists as long as Carnival exists, or as long as Carnival is going on before they burn the momo and things like that.
That I do agree on. But
I guess you could kind of see it like the fact that if you have all these people in the village for these shows, if you concentrate the amount of people in the village, the people going to be going to the booth holders and stuff like that. But it gives them less days, I guess, to operate. I don't know.
But the thing is, for the government, I would understand why. Like, for a small island, it makes sense for Carnival to be longer, because then you have something to promote for a month and a half or something like that. The hotels are going to be fuller because there's a lot of tourists flying in.
Indeed.
Like, it makes sense for it to be long. It was only 3 days that you have an event to sell for a weekend, and then all the tourists and everybody just gonna pack up and leave, or I don't know.
Yeah.
So there's logistics into
the thing.
I mean, there's things like the Simon Music Festival, which is another example of something that people always use as like a tourism form. It brings people from away to come to it, and to me, that's just a weekend type of vibe. So there is precedent for those type of things if you were to make that kind of event just a weekend or a couple days or some shit like that.
But I mean, the money, I would assume that the money they make on Carnival would dwarf the money that
I have no idea. I have no idea, because the thing with Amusement Music Festival is like EDM, techno thing, so there's a lot of European people or people with money coming from different places coming there. It's not something that's for Simon people like that, in a sense. Like, the locals on the island, I think it's safe to say they don't fuck with techno and EDM like that. Yeah, they listen to it in a club environment. We'll appreciate it for a certain, maybe an hour of that, the DJ playing that, but we're not going to the clubs that playing techno and EDM the entire night.
No. Because all up to Soggy Dollar, they used to play house all the time. Shout out to Bossman. And as time went on, it became a lot less house and a lot more different genres of music. So it's just following the crowd. Okay, if they got a lot of non-island people in the club, then they're going to play a lot of non-island music. That because you want the people them to dance so they could go buy drinks. That's how you just make your money. But once he noticed that like there's a lot of Simatiners go in there and they don't really mess with house music like that, he started playing the soca, he started playing the dance, all the hip hop, just to get them going, and that's going to drive them to buy more drinks. Understand?
I feel you.
But to answer one of your questions about that Roma thing, the one thing I think Roma forgetting when it comes to these places that have 3-day carnival, compare St. Martin to a Holland. Compare St. Martin to a Miami. Miami big enough to hold, you could say, 10 parties in one night. St. Martin, we can't do that.
It's like Tantra, Sagi Dalo.
That's it.
I mean, ain't even Tantra. I old school. Tantra don't exist no more. Ever post Irma?
What name is that?
Lotus,
yeah.
So
it's a club on St. Martin. I mean, you're looking a little confused. It was a club on St. Martin and it got severely damaged during Irma. So then they open it back. I don't know if it's in the same place or things.
No,
they move it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know where the thing is now?
I know it's called Lotus.
Yeah.
where the old movies used to be.
There by Kim Shaw.
Which one? In town?
No. In Simpson
Simpson
Bay,
Bay.
next to Burger King.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, upstairs.
Sunset.
Yeah.
Sunset.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Up there it is now.
Okay, but they had a club there before already.
I feel so, yeah.
I went to that club that they had there. Like, you just used to walk up the stairs
Yeah.
and go in
Yeah.
there. I can't remember the name of it, but they had a club there before already. Pulse?
I don't
No.
know what. No, Impulse is by
Impulse,
Tropicana.
I'm thinking Pulse or some shit like that. I don't know. Anyway,
Moving on.
so what's gonna be the first topic we get to today? I mean, I felt like I think we've covered everything that we needed to cover regarding the what Bean came here to promote, giving him sufficient time to plug all he got to plug.
Fuck amusement parks.
So that's where you want to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Just tell us. Elaborate.
Okay. First of all, to all the people that assume to be a friend, right? And they know what you like and don't like.
Oh, and I saw that it was fake.
Yeah, it was fake.
Yeah, I saw some article later. I was like, because we was assuming it was real. But continue.
Before I continue, for those who are wondering what that was, you know that the crane thing that goes up and turns people around, that weird amusement park thing was floating on Facebook recently? It's fake.
Okay.
Yeah, it was this really, really tall tower thing that has like a merry-go-round-ish type thing on the top with seats that swing and spin, and it was somewhere in China. And
It looked like
fake.
the death. Like it legit looked like you go. Like even if everything goes accordingly with that ride, it
You're
looks like
supposed to die.
somebody's going to die. Like that's what it looked like.
I
But-
disagree, but
No, I mean like
the main
you would get a
concern
heart
with it-
attack there. I would die. I would
the
shit
main
myself.
concern
I would
with
shit
it is
myself.
that it was really, really tall. Like it's. And the one thing is, like, if anything were to come loose, you fall in for who knows how many feet. Like,
But it's not just that. It's just the whole thing of like that fucking thing deceives you, dog. Like for example, right? Let's say you walk into the amusement park and you see like you one of the first people going on the ride, and you just see it like the size it is, and then when you're strapped in, you look up, you see that shit just starts getting longer and longer and longer. You like, yo, I didn't pay for this.
it's not that bad.
I wouldn't do that though.
When going on rides at the amusement park, you gotta set yourself up mentally, dog. Like, the thing is, when you go on a ride, you just gotta tell yourself, like, I could die here, but I'm making this conscious decision to come on the ride anyway. So if I die, it's been good. So be it.
So
How do we feel about amusement parks?
why I came up to this? I want to talk about amusement parks basically. Was because it reminded me of a time where a significant other forced me to go to an amusement park, while she knew very well that I do not like amusement parks.
How exactly did she force you?
Look, when a significant
No more
like
pum pum if you don't
sometimes
come
you know
with
sometimes you gotta make sacrifices in the relationship to keep the relationship
Going.
in balance.
It's called compromise.
So you had to do
I
shit
already
she don't want to
flaked a
do.
bunch of things, and that was just something I could not flake on. Understand?
I
So
feel you.
if I flake on that, it would have been something. Let's leave it at that.
So, but obviously this person isn't around anymore, and she forced you to go to amusement parks.
Yeah,
so how
so-
do you feel about this? Going to amusement parks against your will, and it's still not being worth it at the end of the day, I guess.
Like I want to curse right now, but I don't want to incriminate myself on YouTube and the socials. So
You have some anger to let out.
yeah, but coming back to that, like I find it's a fucked up thing to force someone to go somewhere knowing damn well they don't like to be there, and then get angry when that person does not look like they're having fun. Of course, they're not gonna have fun. They don't want to be there, and then they're gonna get angry because you don't want to be. Then they think it's them.
Let it out, Woods. Let it out.
Then they think you're angry because of them, not because of you're in an environment that you don't want to be in.
Peer
Children just running around everywhere. Fucking.
Okay, so the reason you don't like
spiked on
amusement
sugar.
parks,
Huh?
the reason you don't like amusement
I don't like
parks,
the rides. I don't like risking my life. I don't like flying. I only do it because like my mother lives all the way on the other side of the planet, and if I don't go once a year, she'll come here and stab me.
but isn't the planet flat?
Please think that's not Like,
Look at this thing.
Alright.
yo, if we were monetized, we would get demonetized right now for this stupidness.
Nah, man. They can't demonetize us for flat Earth. Ain't my fault though that the Earth is like square and flat. I didn't make it so.
You, I have more respect for people that think the world is oval.
It's a sphere.
I don't think
man.
it's more circular though. I think it's more oval.
It's yeah. Or I would like if someone come up to me and tell me, yo, I think the Earth's like a bowl. I'll be like, yo, I can't refute that.
Yo, it's a pyramid, dog. Pretty much. That's the shape of the Earth at this point. It's a pyramid. Why not?
Cause that then my whole theory of like where does the sea go? It's like, okay, look, it's a bowl. Cool. You understand? I can't argue that. You know, like, okay, cool.
Oh, Father.
Flat Earth is a fun topic.
Oh my gosh. Amusement parks.
my
Yeah, Kai was saying something and then I just derailed the conversation.
Yeah, but I mean, welcome to the Link Up podcast. If you don't know, we derail like 90% of the time.
Tangents is the most fun part of this podcast, if you ask me.
Like, if we should rename the podcast, it will become The Tangents.
Like the last episode, we just went on a tangent for like 40 minutes and talked about everything else except what was going on. Like, we started with the lesbian couple and ended up discussing everything else.
Domestic
Like,
violence.
yeah.
Everything related to violence and beating people up and then eventually getting to killing people with antifreeze and all kind of stuff. Like, the conversation went all kind of places.
Hey, if you want to be a sponsor on our podcast, you know.
And then you have Kana with a solution for everything. Calling your mother.
Yeah, call you. See, in a fight, if you're in a domestic violence situation, you're getting locked up by the cops.
Call your mother. Your porridge cold. Call your mother.
What?
Yeah, you got cold porridge. You gotta warm it up somehow. Yo, nobody warms up food better than your mother. Trust me.
Back to amusement parks.
Oh, Father.
But yeah, dog. So
You don't like the rides?
I don't like the rides.
Wait,
Like-
all the rides or particular rides?
I don't
I was
like
gonna ask.
rides
Kermis.
in general.
So
huh?
Kermis. You don't fuck with Kermis neither.
Yo, I go to Kermis to get
Look
the
at people
cotton
going on
candy and
rides.
eat the fries and then just look.
Okay.
Yo,
No, I am on the same boat now.
you know the Kermis is even worse because those things are mobile, right? They're designed to move around.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kermis, I certainly understand that logic where it's like, wait. So you want me to go on this thing that wasn't even here last week? It just appeared here one day and it's like, wait, a couple weeks later it just gone again. Like, so this thing is already collapsible. What if y'all put it back together wrong? You forget a screw one time. Like, I sort Kermis, I could understand.
They expect you to trust them that they're professionals into
that.
putting
I mean-
this big arrangement.
I mean, they
that.
are, but
Yeah.
even the experts in the ones that are like stationed and they check it every day, people die from that.
Aren't
So
those
if they
NASA
die
people
there,
professionals too? NASA have rockets exploding and shit
Yeah,
like that, or
that's what I mean.
SpaceX. I think them people professionals too, but sometimes shit goes wrong.
that's why I don't want to be in. Like, you know what my thing is. Like, I feel like if the day that I decide to go on a ride, that gonna be the day I die.
Wow.
That gonna be the day I'm gonna be on one of those rides and something goes wrong and I'm gonna be like legit. I ain't even gonna scream. No, I just gonna be like this with my hands like this and gonna be like, yeah.
That kind of drastic though.
At that
Yes.
point, you
Jesus.
might as well enjoy it.
You understand? You're already on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's how I feel about it.
So question to the floor, not Wood specific. Question to the floor. How do we feel about amusement parks? Y'all fuck with them? Y'all enjoy
No, I
them?
love amusement parks.
Yeah.
Roller coasters, like
Yeah.
I don't fuck with.
I like-
roller coasters, nah.
I do like roller coasters. Yeah.
Got them roller coasters cool. Like
Yeah.
I've been to what was it, Disney
Fuck
World? I
amusement
think
parks and
where
fuck
they had
clowns
like the
too.
Hulk roller coaster. I think it was Disney World, somewhere in the States. And that shit was dope. When
Yeah.
Wallaby, when like the only thing that we was looking to do was go on the roller coasters. The thing they got a Goliath or whatever it named, like that.
That
was
shit
the-
dope as hell.
The bestest one, and we just ride that shit over and over. Like
Yeah.
when's the time when I went.
Yeah,
I hate
yeah,
roller
yeah.
coasters, but I'd go on it.
It's the adrenaline.
Roller coaster's cool. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been in it. So
if I
I
go
don't
on
know.
it, be either spend more money on like the little mini games like the basketball, the go karting, the bumper cars, them type of things. But
what
roller
happened
coasters,
to arcades, man?
This still exists.
People had home consoles. You get a GameCube
Facts.
and a
What happened to
PlayStation
the
and
good
shit.
old days where we could just play video games and
you can do it home.
Yeah, but there is no like it's
You
all
gotta switch.
over
like,
the internet.
if you-
You know.
You gotta
If you-
switch. Y'all could just come together
That's
and meet up and
right.
play.
Exactly that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
if you're
true.
really trying to game, you're not going to go to an arcade. It's
I
not
understand.
enough.
No, arcades, but it's a different vibe.
Yeah, I agree.
Because now, like, I find like if they want to make like really crazy arcades, they could, and it would be like something you can't do at home. You know, because like.
I feel like now with where technology going, they certainly could do stuff like that. Like make VR rooms and different
Yes,
things
like stuff like that.
Like
They already have
like
those.
that in Denner.
They already have like VR rooms and stuff like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, but
I
like-
know, but
like
an arcade type
arcade,
of thing
yeah.
where I don't know.
Like just imagine
make
playing
it
Call of
interesting.
Duty, like legit playing Call of Duty.
They actually have something like that already exists in VR. You can go around and shoot zombies in like this room. It exists.
Yeah,
It's in development and stuff like that.
In the Netherlands?
Yeah.
I know they're making one in Den Haag.
Yeah, in the
As
Netherlands.
we speak, they're building in Den Haag.
You check it out.
So
I know they got,
when are
like-
we going there? See, stuff like that I would do. I would vomit probably afterwards.
You basically like gaming with people there and not over the internet.
Like,
So
I
you
don't-
like gaming.
You like
side
the
by side.
Nintendo people. That's why you're a Nintendo person. Cause Nintendo Wii and shit like that. I mean,
Now
the
that's
name
me.
thing Wii.
No, but I
even
mean,
up
it's
front.
not even that. It's just even like I preferred playing Call of Duty when it was like split screen.
screen.
No,
Nah,
no.
screen
I
watching.
disagree. Exactly.
Screen watching.
Exactly.
No, but it's no, but not playing it. Not
I need
not
a TV.
versus.
You need a TV.
Not
Like we can turn them against each
Oh,
other.
you mean like zombies or
like
something
zombies and stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
enjoyed playing it. Like
them
you
things
go
cool.
up.
Them things
Co-op,
cool.
yeah.
The
is
screen
fucking-
watching thing was not. No.
Screen watching is not fun.
No.
You
I remember
can't,
playing.
you can't play shooting games or fighting games with people
No,
and like we on the same screen.
I'm playing Golden on the 64.
Like
Yo,
how do you
that
camp
damn
with split
game.
screen?
You can play split screen.
How do you camp playing split screen?
That's why you can't. That's why you can't.
Like if I'm hidden somewhere waiting for you to come around the corner type of thing and pick you up, was like I know where you is. I can see you.
So wait, King, you a camper then? You one of those?
I can't say that.
All you gotta do is take a cardboard and put it in the line.
You see,
of
the
where
thing
split
is,
screen
I was never good in most of them Call of Duty games. I was whack like my shooting, so I need the time to aim proper. So I need a little bit of space between me and you, where you can't see me, so I could, be terrible at shooting a couple times and then hit the target. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my vibe.
In COD 4, I used to be one of those crazy people that would no scope people. No.
Nah, I never played them. I never played Call of Duty enough to get really good in it.
I had
Like
too much
most
time on
of
my
the
hands.
people around me was way better than I was in Call of Duty, and I was like, y'all have that. Do you think?
Like I played a good bit of Call of Duty.
Like Modern Warfare 2 was probably the one that I played the most.
Rust.
Yeah, terrible stage. I mean,
COD 4 Modern Warfare was like the one that I really, really like.
I was a Black Ops man.
Black Ops was trash.
I never had Black
Hey,
Ops myself.
Hey,
Like compared from Modern Warfare to Black Ops, it just looked like okay, so we shooting paper guns and all that ridiculous, like the sound effect, everything just turned
No, but
whack in Black Ops. I feel like
in Black Ops I used to play more zombies, not really online
zombies is
or
the
what.
only thing
Well,
everybody
that's
ever used to
why
talk
you
about
like
Black Ops.
that's why that when I played like Call of Duty, especially like Black Ops, I barely played online. Like I only played zombies most of the time.
Yeah, I was too whack to play online, so I used to do it for a while and then like die, and my kill death ratio was super horrible. And like,
Yeah.
I mean, I used to do it for now and then, but
I used to play online all the time, but because of playing online is why I don't play shooters anymore.
Get aggressive, break a controller.
Nah,
like,
it's
Call
just
of
not.
Duty was
It's
a
just
game that
not
brought
fun.
out anger. Call
At
of
a certain
Duty
point,
is
Because all the games come so competitive that people are taking it a little too serious now. You can't game online with certain games for fun.
Best shooter ever made, Splatoon 2.
Facts.
I haven't
Factual
played that.
information.
never
I
played
got
it.
it
haven't
right there.
played
You
it.
can play.
You can
I mean,
be
I
the
have a Switch, but I don't have
shittiest
that
player in Splatoon and still have fun.
Never played
That's
it.
the only game that not killing people can still mean you contributing to the game.
sound like Nintendo.
Trust me.
How does that work?
Because you only have to ink the floor. That's how you get points.
Nah, dog, that's turf war. But we
Yeah,
get too technical.
but
We gonna get too technical.
even if you don't get like the other modes that you don't get points, inking the floor still helps out.
Yeah.
You're slowing the progress from the other team.
King is so confused right now.
I'm just listening. I'm trying to learn. Like I say early in the beginning of this episode, I know I'm aware that I'm out of the loop in specific things. Like I know what I know, and I don't know much outside of that.
Okay, I got an important question for you.
Mhm.
Are you a squid or a kid?
I don't know. I'm king.
Good answer. Don't fall for this.
I ain't choosing none of those because I don't know what none of those is in the context of this game.
What if I told you?
I don't know which one is good, which one is bad, or both of them probably bad.
What if I told you
It's a squid and a kid. It's a boat.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
their kids
Okay,
don't
look,
turn
the
into
premise-
squids?
The premise of the game is basically you guys shoot the float to get points, and you play with ink. And these kids could turn into squids
And
to
swim.
dive into ink,
Yeah, and they
but
can
they can't
swim in
go
their
in
own ink.
water.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is basically turf war, get most of the turf.
Okay.
That's basically the premise of the whole game.
What's
And
the
sometimes their ink is blue,
So
sometimes it's
why
red.
can they turn into squids? Is there ever a explanation or
Yes,
some kind of
it is.
backstory to
So this is a lure to Splatoon, people. I hope you're ready. Welcome to the Link Up Podcast.
make it shot?
Yes.
So the lure is that there came a fallout from a nuclear.
They got bit by a radioactive squid. Okay.
No. So there was our Earth, so regular Earth. There was a fallout because of nuclear war and stuff like that, and regular squids evolved into
Human-like.
humanoid squids. There's still squids in the innards parts they're mostly squids, but they can turn into kids.
Yeah.
And like if when you look at the lore is quite dark because like the whole civilization has been wiped out, and there's like remnants of human life still scattered around the place. But yeah, the
Squids
squids run shit now.
Basically,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not just squids. Also like there's the sea urchins because there's like shrimps with legs and arms and
Okay.
I have a
Yes.
question though. How the hell did we reach here from amusement parks?
because Splatoon is like an amusement
It's
park.
what we do
No,
here.
it's not.
Arcades.
It's what we do here.
We
The
still have
arcades.
something with
Okay.
arcades.
But
I think we should actually get to like
done with
one
arcades,
topic.
Yes, we're done.
I think we should get
Fuck
to another
arcades.
topic.
That's my message. Please don't
Amusement
demonetize
parks,
us,
you mean?
YouTube. I will try not to curse that much anymore. Next time.
Like all the topics that we have to talk about is like not fun topics. It's like all very serious.
Let's talk
and, like,
about
the only thing.
baseball and
Yeah, that was probably the only thing here that's somewhat more lighthearted, and then
Raptors winning.
yeah,
shout out to that. I made some money that night.
Oh, yeah, bet on the game.
Yep, I bet on all the games.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
I knew you were a betting man like that.
I only bet on baseball and basketball because those seems like the more predictable ones. Soccer, I tried. Nope, doesn't work.
I don't know soccer.
That just doesn't work.
Bet your money and then the game end up 0-0. Fucking football.
Yeah,
So I spent 90 minutes watching this shit for it to be 0-0.
yo,
Come on.
football is
Nobody
legit like
win.
playing
Come on.
roulette, dog.
Football is amazing. I stop hating.
You can
Okay.
you can bet on green, on black or red, and then the ball goes on 0. You lose.
wait, so when you bet in football, you just have like 3 options: tie, win, or loss.
There's more. Like you could bet like
It
you could
depends
go
how you
technical.
bet. I mean, places
Yeah.
you could bet me like I bet this team is gonna score 2
or
points.
this player
and
is going to
things like
score
that,
a goal. Like you can go like legit really in depth into it. Like the more crazy the bet is, like the more
Money is worth.
The more money is worth it.
yes. So like if you're gonna bet like this man is gonna foul in the second quarter, or so fuck like that. Like you
How
go.
are you supposed to be able to predict that? All right.
No, that's
That's the
why.
point.
That's the point.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a gamble. It's
Yeah.
It's
like-
a big gamble, but if you win it, you get to make mad cash.
or maybe it came from the future. Who knows?
Oh my Jesus!
It could be.
Oh,
I mean, has there not been a recurring type of things like when people travel back in time, they either go and stop 9/11 or they go and calculate lottery numbers and things like that.
Or they make The Simpsons.
I would not. Okay, you know what? This brings up this. My brain had
It's
to
true though.
process
It's
that
true though.
for a second.
It's true though.
Is that?
Think about it. It's true.
Because
What other option could there be?
Honestly, I wouldn't
it's
stop
crazy how the
9/11
series just be predicting
because I
shit.
do not know what kind of what other random shit will happen if we don't allow that to happen.
Don't allow what to happen.
So if you will go back and stop, okay, let's now we're going. We're already into this, so let's go on. Stopping 9/11, right?
That's
What
all.
will be the consequences of that?
Brian Griffin is a hero now. That's what happened in Family Guy.
Very much so.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I have not seen that episode.
That's what he went and do. The man wanted to make himself like the hero, famous and stuff like that. And he went back in time. One of Stewie's inventions, I assume. I don't remember exactly what it was, like caused
Most likely Stewie invented.
But he had his little platform thing, and I think that's what he used.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yo, Stewie told the man, don't do nothing. You went and stopped 9/11? Come on. And the man had some taglines and shit prepared when he was on the plane stopping the hijackers. Like, it was ridiculous. Family Guy is great.
Okay,
Family Guy
that's
is
the
great.
episode I need to go and watch now.
Why, yeah.
I love that show too much, man.
But yeah, dog, like there's like I always think like trying to stop something happening in the past might really fuck up like
Yeah.
any.
Now that we're on the topic of time travel, I know it wasn't intended for us to get to the topic of time travel, but did any of y'all see the Netflix movie See You Yesterday?
No.
It's on my list.
It's something y'all should watch so that I could actually get y'all's opinion on it, because like Netflix had put it out, they had it maybe for like a couple of days that it was in the like trying to get you to watch it type thing, that just showing up on the main thing, and then it disappeared, and I don't know, some other nonsense moved it. But it's a Spike Lee directed movie about black people, these two black kids time traveling and shit.
I remember seeing the trailer.
And it's like, I don't even want to talk about it because like,
Yeah,
y'all ain't seen
let
it.
me watch
No, I
it.
think I'll
first.
watch it
But yeah,
this weekend, self.
so time travel.
If it could have happened, I would have loved to do it.
Time travel is one of those things that just gives you a headache. Like,
Yeah.
like anytime you actually think about how does it actually work. So I'm
deal
going
with
into the
timelines
past,
and
and then
shit.
this is now the futures, and so this mean it always happened. Like when you watch,
Even when you add time travel to like series and stuff like that, it gets a bit like
Convoluted.
confusing and
Yeah.
I
confusing.
mean, watch the
Because it's a
Flash. To me,
very-
my
This is why I
biggest,
stopped watching The
my
Flash.
biggest lesson to never time travel is watching Barry Allen just be sad all the fucking time. He
Yeah.
tries to change shit in the past, and he loses his father instead of his mother now. And like, Barry Allen life is sad.
But yeah.
The amount of shit Barry went through just fucking up the timeline and just making everybody's life worse.
But the thing is, like, with him traveling in the past, like, isn't it sometimes that he's like he has like someone stuck in limbo, and that person keeps fucking up his anything he does. That's how it is in the like. There's another Flash. Okay, now we're going to now we're talking about time travel and comics in the same time. Okay, so the whole thing with Barry Allen is there's another Flash from the distant future
Anti-Flash.
that's fucking up anything that he does. So whatever he tries to fix, Anti-Flash comes in. Oh no!
But I don't know if that.
If you, like going off of the Flash series that now exist in, there's there's multiple Flashes. There's the Reverse Flash. There's Flash from Earth 2, because in a science fiction show there's multiple universes, parallel universes.
Once you have
and stuff
time
like that.
travel, you just have multiple universes. That's
Yeah.
it.
So there was a Barry that from the future that was one of the villains that became. If you're not up to date, I'm sorry. There's spoilers, but Savitar was
Yep.
the other Barry that was from the future. He just kind of was neglected and all these type of things, so he just kind of turned dark and blah blah blah. And then there was like, I forget the name, but it was the same actor who was playing his father. He was one of the Flashes from
Right.
Earth 2.
Right.
There was Reverse Flash, not Anti-Flash, but the Reverse Flash
Correct.
that was the dude who trained him and just fucked with him forever, because it's like he was just
Harrison Wells.
Harrison Wells is the master manipulator, and it's like everything Barry does is somehow all part of this man's plan to fuck him up, fuck him over in some way. In the recent season, there's a lot of Flashes. There's a lot of speedsters then.
Yeah.
Because there's Barry, there's his daughter, there's Joe's daughter, Joe's son,
Kid Flash.
Kid Flash.
Kid Flash.
Like, Excess is Barry's daughter, who came in like the most recent season. There's lots of Flashes.
Yeah, I
But
couldn't
yeah, don't
keep
fuck
up
with
with the
time travel.
series, man.
Yeah, don't fuck with time travel.
And if you somehow get a chance to fuck with time travel, don't go too far in the past so that you get yourself unborn or something.
Or you end up on a slave ship or some shit like that, depending on
That's
where.
rough.
I mean,
That's rough, boy.
Cause that's always the thing. As a black person, when do you go back in the past? At what point in the past do you want to go?
I actually had this conversation with somebody the other day, and I tell him if I ever had a chance to time travel, the furthest I would go to is last year, New Year's or Old Year's.
What happened then?
Nothing really special. But I wouldn't go way past that, because everything that happened between when I was born and let's say today, it happened for a reason.
I will go to Egypt. And then
That's
go
not
way in the
time
past.
traveling.
Yes, it is. Depending on what
depending
Egypt
on-
you're going.
yeah.
If you're going to Kemet, then yeah, you time travel
Yeah.
because it's not called Kemet now. It's called Egypt, and that was the old name and shit.
Interesting.
Facts.
Yeah, I was about to say like I don't need time travel, but like there's so much mysteries to the world that you can learn for
That's
yourself.
exactly
Yeah.
what I would do with time
I would
travel.
go. I would
want
go
to be
there
like,
and then
okay,
see how they made the pyramids.
Jesus was born on this day. Okay, cool. Let me
They-
go there and see
well-
what's going on with it. You really walk on water, homie?
In
Did
a
you?
case like that,
I
I
mean,
mean,
like it was a puddle and I could walk on it. Yo, it would be hilarious if you just like, yeah, it was a puddle. I walked on it. People,
They didn't. They thought it was deep. They thought it was a river or ocean or something.
I had some berries there. I walked on the berries and I put some water in the berries, turned it into wine.
Did
you
you
know?
turn water into wine, or did you just like pull a fast one on somebody when they wasn't looking? Like you just switched the cups. Like this one had wine in it all the time. Like I sure all the Christian people will be hating me right now.
It'd be funny as hell if
Actually,
Jesus
the
was just a
fountain was
joker.
just white wine. You know, like they didn't taste the fountain before.
Okay,
You
that's
know?
what it was.
Yeah,
So you died and came back too. Okay.
actually, that did happen. I died for like 3 seconds.
So Jesus could have
But
been out here pulling a fast one on people and then just claiming he holy.
I don't think he was like
I don't
if the
think y'all
story
should touch that subject like that.
if the story is
Super disrespectful.
if the story is not true, is or is not, we don't know. Like we don't know nothing. Obviously,
Just a joke, guys.
Yeah, it's just jokes.
Yeah.
Just jokes. Nothing but
But
jokes here.
anything that is so far in the past, stories evolve. So like
Yeah.
we don't know. Like
Yeah. Shit happens. Basically, just shit happens.
I definitely would want to go to Kemet.
yeah, me too.
I definitely want to see ancient Egypt and find out some of the mysteries to see what really was
Yeah.
popping there.
So if that's the case, I would rather a TARDIS. I don't know if anybody has watched Doctor Who.
I don't.
Have you
No.
seen episode? No, okay.
No.
The TARDIS is basically a phone booth he does use to travel it in time.
I'm
Yeah,
familiar
that-
with the vagueness of
Yeah.
what Doctor Who is about and how it works, but I never watched an
Like,
episode. Like I wanted to start, but then it's like,
season-
where do I start
season,
from?
There's like season 16
That's
or
my thing.
17 or something
That's
crazy
my
shit
thing.
like that.
They had like all
I'll
kind
be
of different
thinking-
doctors and all this. I was thinking about checking it out, but I was like, where do I start? And I ain't know.
To be
I
honest,
mean,
it's-
honestly, you would start at the beginning, right?
it doesn't have 17 seasons
the-
unless you watch it from the first Doctor Who, which came out in 1980 something, if I'm not
That's
mistaken.
what I was gonna say as well. The economy is like it was an English series first,
Yeah.
and then they made an American version or something like that, or it's just
It's just straight.
It's just
British.
straight. Yeah.
okay.
But
So
it
just start watching the
started-
beginning, right? I mean, you're gonna lose all the references and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
It started in 1970 or 1980. I cannot remember the year. I'm sorry, but it had stopped playing.
it's that long ago.
It's that long ago, and it had stopped, and then they bring it back. I believe in 2009 or 2010.
Okay.
So it's from there you should really watch, and then you're going to know the gist of the whole thing. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the mysteries of the world is interesting, but like you go back there to go see them things. How you so sure you're gonna survive? 'Cause we
I
don't-
mean, I assume
have
if
a
you
machine
could go
that could
there, you
travel
could
through
come back,
time.
right?
that's what I said. I would rather TARDIS because then I could just watch it from above. They ain't gonna see me. But if it's just time traveling and I gotta walk next to all these people, I ain't never gonna make it back home.
You see how I'm thinking it gonna go is like I got one of them little platform thingies like what
Stewie?
does use, or the portal gun like Rick and Morty, like
Like, I mean, you gotta have weapons too. That you gonna come there, like
Yeah.
you could legit, like
exactly. If I have the technology to do this shit, I must survive.
You,
Yeah, but not if
if,
you
you,
leave out technology.
if you kill like your great
It don't work like that because some show I was watching recently where it was breaking down. Was it Avengers?
Oh yeah,
it was Avengers.
Yeah, but there's multiple.
I actually finally saw Avengers
yeah,
in
but
game
there's-
by the way, like
nice.
last week or something.
Oh,
But
nice.
there's multiple like theories to it, like because they're saying you cannot change like what happened in your
Which is why
timeline.
I say
you
if
can't.
anytime you think too hard about time
Yeah.
travel, you get a fucking headache.
Yeah,
It
Because
don't make no sense,
there's multiple theories in like time,
and none of
there's,
them make sense.
like because
They
you
all
have
have a paradox somewhere where it's like, so I can see my past, but if I'm here, like, there's always those weird moments. Like, I remember in Harry Potter with Hermione and the Time Turner. The path where Harry had get hit in the head with a rock, and then it turned out that he threw the rock himself to
Yeah.
make, like, those type of shit where you thinking that you're doing something, but you just live in a path that's inevitably laid out, kind of. You thinking you're changing something, but it's already set in stone type of shit.
You know what the explanation to that is? Magic. It's magic. People don't have to think about it that much. It's not technology. It's magic.
Well, that's the Flash. I mean, you got superpowers. It's science fiction. Don't think about it too deeply.
Yeah. I mean,
Is that?
No, but I mean, at least they're trying to make logic of how he can try and travel. Like that, they don't even explain it. It's just a trinket that works.
Yeah.
Magic.
But there is a saying or quote or something where it's like any reasonably advanced technology appears to magic to a primitive civilization.
True.
How the fuck does the internet work? Why am I getting these things? Like, you can't see any of this. This fuck is magic.
But the difference with that is like they do incantations and stuff, and sparkly thing comes with their hands. It's not like they.
Okay, and all of that is just all of that
comes out of wood.
All of that's potentially just a distraction.
Yeah.
Like all of that, like I could just tell you some shit. Yo, I'm gonna say these magic words, and my phone gonna start playing music.
Yeah, I can say magic words to my phone.
Me too.
Hey Google. To all the Android users over there. Hey Google. Hey Google. Hey Google. Hey
You say you
Google.
watch Endgame. You say you watch Endgame recently. Would you go watch it again?
Yeah, cause I saw that they recently put out that article talking about how they add a whole new deleted scene at the end of it or something, so they're trying to get people to go back to the movies. No, I'm not watching it again. I didn't stay for the end credits for that one.
They had nothing posted.
I just left.
It did
after the movie.
For the real fans. If you paid attention, all the way at the end.
Huh.
It wasn't even a.
No, was it the post credits or was it
it was just audio? It was just audio.
Audio from.
It doesn't really say anything that's going to happen in the future, but it was a callback to the first time that Iron Man made his suit, and you could hear him. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
At the
Interesting.
end.
I did not know that.
They brought a slight tear to my ear.
You gonna watch it?
No.
To see whatever deleted extraness they put.
I'm just going to rent the video when it comes out and then watch the end.
True.
Watch the whole thing again for a small deleted
3
scene.
hours.
Look, I have a lot of time, but not that much time.
I have it. I really don't care.
The movie's a long movie, no?
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, like, give it enough time, them clips gonna come on YouTube.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Or I could just rent it like €1 and a couple of cents.
That's like the same way I watched the entire story of Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah.
I ain't never played a game ever, but I've like I just ended up down a rabbit hole on YouTube one day because like before the game came out, like this one YouTube channel was putting on the things like everything you need to know about Reptile character, his story arc up until this game. So they gave you the backstory of and he did that for like all the characters, and because of that I was like, what is going to happen in the story in the actual game when it comes out? And they have like a 3-hour video online where they put all like the cutscenes together, and it actually is really entertaining. Like it feel like you're watching a movie, just watching. They skip all the scenes and they skip ahead like when it comes to fights and stuff like that, and you just all the cutscenes put together.
Good shit.
It's interesting. It's entertaining.
I might go look for it, man.
Yeah, the story is good. It's on Switch.
It's on Switch.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, I know.
Well, you look at me like, yo, what the hell is this?
I think on the story, so I was like, how the hell a story put on a Switch?
I mean, there's YouTube on the Switch, so you could do
That is true.
Touche.
That is true.
So
we're gonna close up with the baseball thing.
oh yeah, we were supposed to go there, and then we ended up talking about time travel and everything else.
Hey, that I mean, speed of relativity and whatnot. I don't know what it just
this
said, but I
episode
said
is just
something.
tangents.
Yeah.
Basically.
So tell us about this baseball situation.
Give me 1 second.
Fan
Talk
article.
about amongst yourselves.
Alright, cool. So Rashid, how's your day?
It was good. Started off going to the gym.
People saying how you're big and buff and things.
Apparently, I don't think I like.
I have to be paying more attention to your arms. Like I didn't know I wasn't watching your arms enough to know and realize that you just go to the gym. That was
Apparently, I'm the bar for big buff. Apparently,
yeah.
So King, how's your day?
My hungry. Like I can't wait till we finish, with all of this thing. That's
But
why
you should have told me what
I gotta eat
some
so.
for you, man.
I need to go to the groceries and stuff, get some bread and different things like that. Put some food in the house. There is food in the house, but like food that requires like cooking type of thing, and
So
Yes.
Oh no, go ahead.
No. Speak your mind.
I was just about to ask: is it just me, or y'all just get a little annoyed to just grocery shopping? That's just a me.
No, I love grocery shopping because I think about all the food I'm going to make.
It depends.
But I am vegan. Look, I different. I love seeing food, dog. I love seeing greenery.
This is a man who doesn't cook his own food. You gotta keep that in mind.
I understand.
This man got people to cook for him. He got life good. So you expect this man to enjoy grocery shopping? Nah.
The thing is, I enjoy grocery shopping.
You the one who cooking. Go handle that. Am I right or wrong?
No, you're 100% correct.
You know, like
The thing is, I go all the time, right? And then my girlfriend need these ingredients, and I was like, yo, send me a picture. I'm not trying to be in the grocery store, always trying to find this one product, because if I get the wrong one, I ain't gonna hear the end of it. Then she complained, I ain't got time to send no picture. You want me to go grocery store? Send me a picture. I don't like grocery shopping. I don't like it. I never liked it.
You know, I could understand that, but like, for me, like the grocery store, like it's legit in front of my house. Like,
yeah, true.
I can't, like, yeah. So
where you living with Albertine is, that's cheating.
It's
but
legit, like,
That is cheating.
Sometimes it's like 3 minutes before the grocery store closes. I like, okay, let me go get something real quick, and I walk
like
downstairs and I still make it.
people like you is who I hate. Like if I was those Albertine employees, I would have slapped. I'd be like, no close, sorry.
Oh, I hate them type of people.
No, but
Jesus
usually
Christ.
when it's 3 minutes, like I always just go and grab
One
like
thing.
a chip or like some beers before it closes. You know, like,
But you don't hate the fact that sometimes you go for one thing and end up picking more?
oh, that always happens.
I hate that. That's the days I hate grocery shopping.
To me, I feel like that's a problem with Ikea. Ikea.
Oh no,
however you
Ikea is
pronounce
made
it.
for you to buy multiple
Ikea.
stuff. Like they make
English,
sure
Dutch,
you
and
walk
language
like
speaking.
a mile before you reach the half of the place, and then
You gotta look at everything else.
and
in
then
the
when you
store.
reach in the half, it's like, oh look, we have food and drinks because you just walked a bunch, right? Come here, eat and sit down, and then you gotta walk down
Them hot
Ikea-
to the
dogs.
other half, and then you go outside.
Ikea is a trap.
Yes,
It's like you go there and paying like, yo, I need a curtain. You go in there, come back up with a full sack of all kind of little trinkets that you don't need. Got new spoons and forks.
New pots and pans.
pots, new cooking material.
Somehow
Some
there's
candles, some
somehow,
candles, a couple plants.
somehow there's a couch in between there. You didn't know why, but you got it.
Yeah.
You got the only coach in your house.
But
Gotta explain to the
That's what
significant other why this-
we was going somewhere though.
Yeah. I got the article here.
End up in a whole nother tangent about Ikea. Like,
So I'm gonna read the title, and I'm just gonna read the whole article, and then we're gonna talk about it.
yeah, man, go through.
So, parents brawl over a 13-year-old Empire skull at a youth baseball game. Police say they're disgusted. I wonder why. Let's find out. Police are calling on parents to grow up after a fight broke out at a youth baseball game near Denver. Parents and coaches were unhappy with a call made by the 13-year-old Empire during a Saturday game, according to the Lakewood Police Department. They then stormed the field and began punching each other as the 7-year-old players looked on. Police said they were disgusted. And then they said in quotes, baseball game and 7-year-old kids, it's the parents that need to grow up here. That's the saddest part.
What was the call though? You know, does it say like what exactly?
Yeah, I let me continue.
Okay,
like this,
okay.
like 2 more paragraphs. Actually, no, a little bit more than that. The police department said several people have already been cited for disorderly conduct. Multiple injuries, Jesus Christ, have been reported, and one
So
person
bad?
had serious bodily injury. Officers are still seeking any available information about the fight. They're asking for help to identify one man seen wearing a white shirt and teal shirts. Okay, let me see if they about the Empire called.
Did
Was
he
it
call
that
somebody
serious?
safe and like they was out, and then it's like, how you?
It's still a kid's game. Like, come on, man.
Why is it taking
And
so
that's
serious?
Yo, listen to this. In the video, children are seen running off when the fight breaks out. Romero said he can only imagine what was going through the kid's head. Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm playing baseball,
Who's
and all
Romero?
of a sudden, Romero is the police.
Okay, true.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
I just trying to imagine. Like, I know, like, it's one of those things when it comes to calls that are ref or umpire, because you keep saying empire like it's the Jussie Smollett show, but the umpire could cause controversy and things. We see it all the time happening, like volleyball games, different sport, same concept. Somebody touched the ball and it's like, no, I ain't touched the ball. The ball in, the ball out. Like, worst thing ever when they don't have, like, no referee and we just playing, like, a game amongst ourselves type of shit. And then we gotta trust each other's faith and, like, them kind of ones.
The thing is, it's not even the players. It's the coach and the parents.
Yeah, but that's exactly why I could understand it. Because it's like, yo, how you gonna call that nonsense on my son? You blind? And then from there, like, I've seen sports fans care more about what the fuck going on than the people who play the game.
Exactly.
I can understand that, but it's like...
How old was this umpire again?
13.
He was 13, the kids were 7.
Yeah.
But the parents were fighting each other. The parents wasn't fighting the umpire.
No.
Okay, cool.
Wait, these
You
are parents
understand?
fighting the coaches.
You understand where? The coaches and the parents.
The coaches.
So, yes.
Jesus Christ.
The grown-ups. Let's just say that. The grown-ups were acting like children and the children were scared.
Adults.
Usually...
Using the Rugrats words.
Yeah, usually the adults are like when something going wrong, the children have to go to the adults, but now the adults are the one causing the ruckus. So where do the children go?
Because there's injustice. There's injustice. You think I'm gonna let you make bullshit calls against my 7-year-old? No. I'm gonna address this. I'm gonna call you out.
It's the 13-year-old that make the call, not the coach.
Not the coach. That's what I
the
tried to
coach
wrap
from
my
the
head
other
around.
team, because he's supporting the umpire call, so I got a problem with him.
Dog, that coach want to win.
I know, and that's why I got a problem with him. You calling bullshit on my son?
Oh my God.
Daughter, I don't
You
know.
know,
If
it would be amazing if the 13-year-old did it for spite. He's like,
Let me just back something today.
dance, puppet, dance.
No, like, if they had said in the article that the umpire had made, let's say, 3 to 5 bad calls on the same team, I'd say patience. Okay. You know, it's just happening constantly because maybe he don't like somebody on the other team and he want them lose. But if it's just one bad call, it happens. People make mistakes. You ain't gotta go fight over that, man. Come on.
you don't know that
was
it's a
it- was
championship
it-
game. You don't know what's on the line.
True.
Was it a bad call or just a call that the parents didn't agree with?
You see, the secret is
That's
that
the
the
thing.
parents had bet on the game, much like Woods and things. So, you know, they had a little more right on. So this ain't just a little 7-year-old baseball game.
Yeah.
This is my $100 that I
You're probably
just...
right.
This is the tip I get from work or some shit.
Team ass.
You're
Yeah.
probably right.
Yeah, there's more on the line, man. There's more backstory. I don't know why they betting on a 7-year-old baseball game. But
It's probably not the one to bet on.
Especially
I
a 13-year-old umpire.
you know, I bet they don't even pitch the ball. I bet it's just like the stick.
On the hand.
T-ball.
And you just hit the ball.
Nah, man.
Of that was the case.
7-year-olds, I don't think they're pitching.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
7-year-olds?
Yeah.
Was I?
Little League is, I believe, 6, though.
I have no idea.
Little League supposed to be
I
6 to 10
played
or
Little
something.
League
Like
at a point in time, but I don't know
I don't
what it was at
remember
that
anymore.
time. I don't
That was
know.
what, ages
Baseball
ago?
is the most boring sport ever, so I don't know nothing about it. Like, I don't follow it like that.
That's me almost all the
I like
You could
baseball,
essentially
but
eat and play at the same time.
I like baseball, but on the islands we didn't have grassy fields. It was all sandy, and I got asthma, so that was not going to work out.
Yeah, well, and my name was different. I mean,
Yeah.
Jose Lake and the other one there in by the dump.
Little League.
Like, they both just dry. Like, they just got the bases and things. There's no grass on those fields that I could recall.
Not the infield, no.
Jose Lake have some, but
Yeah.
Most Lake have the outskirts, yeah.
Outfield, yeah.
Outfield. That's what.
shit just dry. Okay.
So we got any like?
We don't got nothing important to talk. Well, there's more important things, but everything is all sad and depressing.
Yeah.
Very.
I don't want to be sad today.
We could get into the Sudan situation and stuff like that.
But
I
honestly,
mean,
like,
Nah, I thought it was a good tangent-filled episode.
Like,
bye.
Wow, that Sudan situation
you had some
is
vegan
messed up,
stuff.
man.
We could talk about Woods vegan stuff. What's vegan stuff with Woods?
New segment.
Vegan stuff with Woods. There's a bunch of things been going on recently. So remember last week or 2 weeks ago, I had a tangent on KFC selling
Hey.
Skin.
chicken skin,
That was a fun topic.
but they redeemed themselves. Now they're selling vegan chicken.
What is vegan chicken?
It's exactly what you hear. It's plant-based chicken, and it apparently tastes amazing.
According to KFC representatives
Now, according to the clientele that tried it out.
that got paid by the KFC representatives.
No, they tried it out as in, we have two breads. You want to try this one or this one? It was like,
Pick and choose.
My
okay.
main thing is, are these independent people that are not affiliated with the KFC in any way in promoting the press
they said
release?
customers, so I assumed it was just customers that tried it out and then they asked them. They have no prime or lick reason to, like, if they don't like it, they don't like it. They like it, they like it. Yeah. And it's selling good, so
If
it's
it's
like,
a press release to let y'all know that I have new vegan chicken.
That term
It's
alone.
it's in my benefit to try to present the narrative
Yes.
that my chicken is good, my vegan chicken
Yeah.
tastes good.
Yeah, that's
it kind
true.
of defeats the purpose if the review is saying, yo,
But-
we got this new vegan chicken, but it's trash, don't come here.
yeah, that's
Like,
true. But it came in the article was not a press release from KFC. It was a reflection on the launch of the product and looking
Okay,
at it.
okay.
And it was it was selling so good that they're opening more, like they're introducing it now in more markets, because it was like in a test market somewhere in the States, and it performed well, and now they're opening to,
Okay.
so it's
What is
that
it
type
made
of
out
story.
of?
The
Is
term-
it soy?
the
Probably soy or something.
The
in
term
that.
vegan chicken just give me a headache a little bit. Vegan chicken.
No, I mean, like, you go in
Why?
Albert Heijn, there's a section with all of those green packaged things that look like meat, the gegrilde stukjes and all these different things. I forget a brand
Like when
name.
they call it vegan chicken, they just mean the texture is very close to that.
Yeah.
It's close to chicken.
But it never actually is.
Like the beef is already like that though. It's already blowing people's minds.
Where
The
is
vegan
beef
beef.
at?
The vegan beef?
Where is beef at?
Yo, the Impossible Burger. Have you tried that yet?
From where?
Where do
The
you
one
go
that
to try
bleeds.
it? What?
King?
No, I don't want.
Exactly.
I don't want a fake burger bleeding.
It's
If you don't have real blood, why is you bleeding? Why they
it's-
put blood in? And
no,
I know.
It's
I've
plant.
looked-
Yeah.
I've looked at the plant proteins and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's very close to blood. So it's like
No
because it's the blood that gives
taste and
taste to
flavor.
the meat.
Yeah.
No.
So we get yo. Shout outs to the scientists doing the thing, making sure that
The vegans
everybody.
have something else to eat.
No, but it's also the people that don't want to kill and still eat what they would like to eat. It's like we get in there.
My only thing with all of these types of stuff is I'm not necessarily against it. I just curious for the long term studies. Like whenever we doing stuff like that, to me that's one of my big issues with GMO stuff and all of that. Is like, yeah, okay, you saying this is better, and GMO is a term that just is a very loaded term. The minute people hear it, they think all kind of scientist lab trying all kind of concoct shit. But when it comes to like fruits and vegetables, a lot of these things just exist in nature. The way you make something a genetically modified organism, because that's all it means. To modify the genetics of an organism, there's natural ways to do that. Like you just recognize that this plant grew really, really big. This other version of the same plant didn't grow as big. So I'm gonna take these and crossbreed these things by splicing the way, just like cutting off a
Basically, how
stem
we
of
got
this.
a banana.
Yeah, that's like a lot of the fruits we eat now. Because I mean, it's not just bananas. Like carrots, the carrots don't look that way. Natural wild carrots are not orange looking. Like these are hybrid version of what it is that
This is
we've
thanks to
just
the
gotten
Dutch.
used to use.
The orange ones, ironically.
The carrots wasn't purple before, or something like that.
Something weird like that, but the Dutch made it orange.
Like going into wild rice and stuff. Rice is black, or wild rice is like black and dark brown type of thing. It don't look like whatever the fuck type
And
of
it
rice
tastes
we just
amazing, by
eat.
the way.
Like a lot of the shit we already eat is GMO, and they tell you it's natural or whatever, or it. I don't know. There's a number of things. If you go listen to Dr. Sebi break down all of the hybrid foods and stuff like that people eat now, that is far away from the original. I think like potatoes and yam. The carrots now is a cross between the wild carrot and a yam or some shit like that, and that's how they get it to the orange. Like, and there's a whole lot of breakdown of food we eat, how it's genetically modified. And how, to me, I'm not necessarily opposed to it, but I'm just curious about the long-term studies so that we could see how do these things affect people. The same way how I was very apprehensive about vaping and stuff like that, how this replaces smoking. It's not as bad. Y'all just don't know what the fuck these new chemicals going to do to you over time. But it's just not the same cancer-causing chemicals that cigarettes have, but we give you some new ones.
Yep.
You could lose your balls.
Oh, okay.
To genetically
You just
modify
have to
you.
make that turn.
And with that, I think it's time we wrap this episode. You know?
I mean,
You've been here for an hour plus, going on an hour 20 minutes pretty soon. And like we said super early in this episode, everything that being needed to say regarding the Rotterdam Carnival, I think, has been said. But aside from that, is there anything that you need to plug? Because you're playing tonight, but by the time this episode is out, people won't
That
even
doesn't happen.
hear that.
The one thing I have coming up, and shout out to Sean for this because he's the one who gave me the hookup. Kana, sorry.
consistency is key.
He's the one who gave me the hookup for the Curious parties on Mondays. I am now a resident DJ at Curious alongside Woods.
Aquarius.
Dope.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. And I have Rotterdam Carinval coming up. You could get more information on that on www.smallislandunity.com. Notting Hill Carnival still
Feature
coming.
announcement.
That's feature announcement. That's still coming. Yeah, I think that's about it for me.
You announced an announcement.
Hey, if there's a way to announce an announcement, it's with an announcement.
Hell yeah.
All right, so Woods, you got anything to say, tell the people before we go?
Live long and prosper.
Okay, then, Spark.
And I have nothing to say today. Maybe next week. Tune in next time. Maybe I have something to say. How about that?
Okay, Rashid, what you got for the people now?
Not much. Just stay positive. Have a good week. Have a good weekend.
Black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat. 100%. Yeah.
Still ain't heard the song yet.
Black men don't
Definitely.
cheat without a condom. Listen to that.
Wow.
I do not condone.
I still ain't heard the song, but anyway, I think everything that needed to be said has been said. So with that, peoples, we'll see y'all the next time we link up.
Peace.